Focus is one of the region's largest composite firms of independent financial advisors and independent insurance consultants, having enjoyed 25 years of sustained growth. B4 met with Gary Hunt, one of the founding partners, to find out more about the firm's ethos, origins, growth and future development.
So, for any viewers not familiar with Focus, could you please give us a brief overview of how it all started and your core services?
Yeah, probably back in the late 80s. There's myself, Steve Eilott, Nick Walker. We were all friendly. We all friends together. We worked together in previous companies. Steve always worked on the insurance side. I worked on the investment and pension side. Nick Walker worked on the mortgage side. So we thought, let's set up our own company and we can do all of that. And that was the sort of plan. Probably started working on it about 89. And then, yeah, we started on the 1st of August 1990 as Focus, independent insurance consultants, independent financial advisors. Bit of a mouthful.
And in terms of your core services, could you service individuals and corporate companies as well? Is that correct?
Yeah, we've had perhaps a little bit of an identity crisis over the years because we do so much. Like you say, we look after companies and we look after individuals, and we can arrange insurance for them, pensions for them, insurances for them, loans for them, all those kind of things. So it's been a good thing because we're composite, so we can do lots of different things. But therefore, also it's been a bit of a challenge communicating that to everyone in the Oxford sort of locality, really.
So last year, Focus celebrated its 25th anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Has the business changed at all since you started in terms of its core values?
No, we're pretty much doing what we started off on day one, really. We just got, there's now 6 partners in the business, whereas there was 3 originally. And we had 2 employees, and we've now got about 25 employees. Wow. So we just got bigger. We're still only here in Oxford, nowhere else. We haven't got any other branches. But we're still doing pretty much what we did from day one. We're just perhaps doing a lot more of it. And obviously technology has changed over the years, but I think what we've managed to stick with is our sort of core offering, which is probably one-to-one advice in the main. We talk with people on a one-to-one level, and we still feel people want that and like that, but we've managed to embrace all the technology developments over the years. And combine the two really, which we think works really, really well.
Gary, you mentioned there's 6 partners. Could you let us know what each of you specialise in, please?
The 6 of us, we cover a broad section of advice. Nick Jones heads up our insurance team, and he's aided by Steve Eilott. Steve works more on the commercial insurance side, so they're both on the insurance side. Nick Walker heads up mortgage team, mortgage advice team, and then there's 3 of us on the pensions investment side, which is myself, Gary Hunt, Phil Rouse and Phil Casey. Phil Casey is a G60 qualified pensions specialist, and he does a lot of complex pensions work. This is especially now relevant with all the new pensions freedoms that have been announced a year or 2 ago by the government. Especially people in final salary pension schemes, defined benefit pension schemes, looking to perhaps come out of those. So we're doing a lot of work on that at the moment. And also we've got a very senior advisor, Stuart Bartholomew, who works very closely with Phil on that as well. So yeah, we're covering a broad range of advisory issues that are particularly relevant at this current time.
And you mentioned earlier that you're not, as stiff as some other financial advisors, and that you've got a different culture to your business. Can you sort of elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a sweeping statement, but I think the insurance and financial services industry has got a little bit of a stigma attached to it, that people, are in suits and they sort of talk down to people perhaps a little bit, and we try not to be like that. We're ordinary guys, we're all qualified, we've all been doing the job for a long time, all of our employees are qualified, we know what we're doing, but we try and communicate that in a way that people perhaps can relate to, and we try and make them feel at ease, which I think is quite important. So I think that's worked well for us over the years and perhaps contribute to our success.
How have you managed to achieve your success over the years?
We've got a very tight handle on the business financially. Phil Rouse, one of my partners, and myself, we sort of know pretty much daily where we are with the business. We know, financially we've got a good control on the business. We don't owe any money to anyone anymore, which is good.
Very good.
We understand our business, and I think the challenge to us is not only do we need to be given advice to people, but we also need to understand our business and make sure that our business is financially secure and that any threats we're aware of, which I think a lot of businesses perhaps sometimes don't do. They can be very good at actually delivering the service, but perhaps understanding their business is perhaps, and we try and, and we've always done that from day one. We had to do it in day one, because obviously things were pretty tight financially, but we still do it today, and I think that's helped us.
So with the 25th anniversary this year, you've obviously achieved a lot. Do you want to tell me about some of the awards and achievements that's happened?
Yeah, it's been a big year this year. I'd say 25 years, 1st of August 2015. So we're sort of in the 26th year, I suppose you could say. Yeah, we were very pleased. We got nominated for quite a prestigious award back last September, which was the Moneyfacts Retirement Advisor of the Year Award, which was a big event up in London. Up against, there's a national event, and we actually came second.
Congratulations.
In that, thank you. And we've actually been nominated again for that this year. So that's going to be happening again in September. And also earlier in the year we were nominated for the Mortgage Buy-to-Let Awards, once again in Moneyfacts, and once again we came second in that.
Wow.
So we're really pleased with those. That's been, we've had recommendations by clients for those. And yeah, and then we've just recently, back in early part of July, celebrated our 25th anniversary with a party at Rhodes House in Oxford, where we invited lots of clients and professional connections, and we had a really fantastic evening. The weather held off, so we had some outdoor activities and indoors, and that was really good. And I think, we've been a little bit under the radar, I suppose, over the years at Focus, and it was nice that we perhaps, those events have happened to sort of, celebrate 25 years, which these days is a bit of an achievement, really.
It's a great achievement.
To start a business from scratch, which is what we've done, and to be well respected and well regarded by clients and our industry peers, is really, we're really pleased about that.